Today we're going to look at how to reduce loading time in Grand Theft Auto 4. So first off, I'm using a Steam copy downgraded. If you don't know how to downgrade, then go ahead and head to my ultimate guide. I have it linked at the right top. And before we do anything, I'm going to go ahead and run the game once, just to show what it's like without any of these changes. So the first thing you can do is to just head into the Zolika Patch.ini file. Once you're there, you can go ahead and press Ctrl F and search for fast loading. Now if you read this right here, it does say if you do this, then it can affect performance a little bit. But overall, with all the things that we're going to be using here, it should bounce back and actually improve performance. So what you want to do is change this thing to a 1. Now if you don't know exactly what this does, I'll show what it does later when we actually load the game. Now the next two things that I'm going to show are already enabled by default, but I just want to show you them anyways. So if you go ahead and you search no loading sleep, it'll show right here that's enabled. And then if you do skip intro, this is also enabled. There's another thing here, however, which is skip main menu. This basically skips the screen that I showed earlier with like the play and stuff. Now the downside with this is that it's like console. So whenever you last saved, it's going to immediately load that. So if you want to play GTA 4 like with Nico, but you last saved on The Lost and Damned, it'll load The Lost and Damned. So you have to load that save, and then you have to press pause, load, and load the GTA 4 save. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind, but this does really help how fast the game loads. So I'm going to go ahead and enable that. And then that's all you really can do is Zolika Patch. There's another thing here though, which is called new memory system. I really don't know exactly what this does, and I've heard a lot of people have had trouble with it. So I wouldn't suggest doing this, but you can try it if you really want to. But it also has a potential performance increase. And also these two things are here. But I haven't used it, so yeah. Now if you look here, fast loading, it mentions a mod called ColAccel, which is what we're going to get next. So I have a link for this mod in the description. You'll be brought to this page, and as you can see right here, it says 4 versions, 1 point whatever the fuck, and then you go back down and it says 1080. So you want to get this one because you're going to be on either 1080 or 1070. You're not going to be on 1040 or the latest patch. So click on assets and then download this .zip file. And now I'll explain what this does once we actually go in game. So I'm going to drop this .exe right into my main directory, or you can also plop .asi files into plugins folder if you want, but it doesn't matter. So what this mod does is it puts all the collision meshes into a cache file, which can actually help performance and decrease loading times by like a lot. I'd say about by 50%. Now if you remember from the ultimate guide, there's a mention of DXVK, which basically puts the shaders in a cache. So we're going to download this as well, which this helps performance and can also decrease loading times. So we're just going to use this. So open up the .tar file, open up this, x32, and select these two files right here, drag them into your main directory. Now I did that part really fast because it's in the ultimate guide. And yeah, that's really all you have to do. And that's really all you can do to increase performance. Now when you first load, it's going to actually take longer because it's making the caches and shit. But the more you traverse throughout the map, the bigger the caches are going to get, but the lower your loading time is going to be. And don't worry, the caches are really small, so it's not going to fuck up your storage or anything. So I'm going to load the game now with all these first time. Oh, as you can see, it already loaded, which was pretty fast and all that stuff. Let me change my resolution back. So you can already see it, it already loaded pretty fast, but we're going to get it even lower. You can probably get it down to like GTA San Andreas level, honestly. So I'm just going to go around the area because, you know, the game is just going to load the area. Already without the caches, the game is loaded a lot faster, which is pretty nice. I was actually surprised with how fast it loaded already. No, that's probably good enough. I don't even know why I went out this far. Yeah, so we're going to try to load the game one more time once I go back to the area. You know, oh shit, that was epic. No, Snoop Goblin. Alright, so I went around the area. Let's try to reload the game real quick. Another thing that could probably lower the loading times is to just go into Task Manager and make it high priority, but at that point I mean, it's just a tiny bit ridiculous. Let's just watch how fast this loads. Wow, that was really fucking... I didn't jump cut or anything right there. That was really fast. But yeah, you could probably get a program that makes it so any GTA v.exe is high priority by default. But I don't really know if that's necessary. This is fast enough in my opinion. But yeah, what the fast loading thing does is that if you, while you're loading, you can kind of see the loading is like kind of fucked up looking, like it's like skipping frames. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but yeah, basically it just makes it so it's less smooth for the loading, but it loads a fuck ton faster. So yeah, that's all you gotta do to reduce loading time in GTA 4. Everything's linked below, and yeah, bye.